Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. I'm standing out in knee-deep water on the beach at Pelican Bay in North Naples, Florida. That view is looking north up towards Vanderbilt Beach. It's still very dark out in the Gulf, very cloudy this morning. It's close to 6:30, 78 degrees, very quiet. I'm going to be making my way to Clam Pass this morning. Hit that share button. Let all our friends know I'm live here. I don't think we're going to get rained on this morning. Although some of these clouds look kind of dark right now, but I think we're in good shape. We're going to get rained on later today. 80% chance of rain. Yesterday, boy oh boy, it came down in buckets up in North Naples. Starting later in the afternoon and into the early evening. A lot of thunder and lightning. Some pretty heavy rain at times. We're expecting a repeat later today. Isn't that beautiful? Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Mike Cooper, my friend, God bless you, buddy. Nice seeing you popping on here. Looking forward to seeing you one of these days, and so is Gary. So are the rest of our beach friends. Yolanda, good morning. Happy Sunday. Still very dark behind me down to the south. I mean, very dark. Look at that. Look how dark it is down here. The camera makes the sky look blue. It's not blue. It's a very, very dark gray. Very, very dark gray. My destination is down here at Clam Pass. I don't know how far or how close I'll be able to get to the pass this morning, but I'm curious to see what it looks like. So I got my toes in the sand, actually in the water this morning, right at 5 a.m. up at Vanderbilt Beach to the north of where I'm at now. Matt, good morning. Deborah, good morning. Happy Sunday from the beach at Pelican Bay in North Naples, Florida. On my walk down here, I've already, I probably walked from where I came onto the beach, 1.5 miles, maybe 1.75 miles. I came in way up here where you see those buildings, not these, but past that up there. And I saw so far 4 sea turtle crawls on the beach. It was hard to tell. I looked at a couple of them. I couldn't tell if they were successful. I don't think so, but maybe when I go back, the tracks will still be there. They won't get run over, and I'll be able to see if we have any new nests. Very, very dark out in the water. The water is pretty darn calm this morning. From what I can tell, it's not looking bad. 3 days ago, the water was an awful brown color, and I attributed that. I didn't really hear a lot about it. A lot of conjecture, but no definitive answers. I'm saying it was a combination of storm water, the storm runoff from all the rain we've been having, dumping all the junk into the water. And also that red drift algae. The storms pushed a lot of that red drift algae up onto our shores. So I think it was a mix of both of those, but it lasted one day. And I do not see it now, but of course it's very dark. You might get a bright spot here. There is a hole here to let some light through all these clouds. Wish you were here with me. Just so peaceful coming out here in the mornings. Not only do you get in touch with your Creator and Mother Nature, you get in touch with yourself here. Clear your mind. Let the little waves lapping on the shore do the talking for you. You really can't see anything out here in the water. Like I said, it is very dark out here, but it is calm. It was the calmest morning we've had in, I don't know, a week. There is some red drift algae in the water. Now, I'm going to tilt down. You're not going to see it. It's just because you might see it. I can see it. I got my brightness cranked all the way up on my camera. That little dark spot in the water there. It's harmless. It's not toxic. It doesn't hurt anything. It just kind of looks ugly all along the shoreline. And if it's left up on the beach, it just starts to rot and get a real stinky smell, a very oceany smell. Doesn't bother me. On a lot of our county and city beaches here, they pull a tractor pulls a big rake, scooping it up off the beach. At our state parks, they just let it be, let Mother Nature run her course. I prefer the natural way, but others like those manicured beaches. Hit that share button. Let your friends know what you're watching here. I'll be live for a few more minutes, then I'm going to take a little break, and then I will be back. And we're going to walk down to Clam Pass and see what's going on down there. I don't know how close I'm going to be able to get to the pass. You know, there's construction going on. They are rerouting the pass. They're not calling it dredging, they're calling it rerouting. They're not using a dredge, apparently. I'm curious to see what they're doing. There is a moon in the sky, but it's buried behind all these clouds over here. I'm thinking it's somewhere up in here. Kind of a crescent moon. I saw it for a little bit this morning before it went behind all these clouds. Definitely getting brighter. Definitely getting brighter. I haven't seen any dolphins come swimming past me. No sharks either. That's a good thing. I just love standing out here in the water, though. I like the views. I'd rather, instead of standing up on the beach, since our sunrise is to the east, I'd rather you see a little water in between me and the beach. I think it makes it a little more interesting than just looking over the treetops. Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. Please feel free to start a conversation in the comments. That's what I'm out here for. Just no trolling, no looking for dates, no posting links to other things. Keep it clean, no politics. As much as there is to talk about now with politics, Let's keep that for somewhere else. We all know what's going on now, and it's sad. Very sad. Let everybody know where you're watching from. I see some first-timers here, some newcomers popping on. Everybody know where you're watching from. What's the weather like where you're at? Have you ever been to Naples? Have you ever been to our beaches here? What's your hobbies, your favorite foods, movies? Strike up some conversations. You got any pets? What kind of pets do you have? You got some fur babies? What's their names? What kind of fur babies do you have? You got feathered pets? Scaly pets? I don't care what you talk about. Remember the motto of Southwest Florida Television, my mission: bringing people together, bringing wonderful people just like you together in the mornings, one beach walk at a time. That's what I'm out here for. Give you an alternative, something different to look at first thing in the morning. That news will be there waiting for you all day. It's the same old news over and over and over. Blech. It might be getting a little brighter now down behind me to the south. Very cloudy. It looks like there might be some rain in those clouds. I hope I don't get rained on this morning. There was like a 10 to 15% chance of rain. The chance goes up starting around 10 o'clock. It looks like rain out there for sure. I got nowhere to hide out here from the rain. That's the problem when I come down here. Gorgeous. Yeah, we're not seeing that sun this morning. Gosh darn it. Let's see, where would the sun be this morning? The sun over in here somewhere, I think, over in there somewhere. It's slowly creeping down this way. Can you believe another month has passed us by? Well, it will be passing us by as of midnight tonight. Halfway through the year. Wow. Time flies. When you're having fun, you know, I've said this before, and a lot of you can attest to it. It seems like time goes faster as you get older. It's like maybe you're starting to think life is getting shorter, and you start thinking about all the things you could have done, should have done. You know, you can still do them. You can't go back in time, but you can still do some of those things. Glorious, glorious, glorious. Hey, if you're enjoying the views here, hit that share button. If you appreciate my efforts, remember who gets out here early in the mornings to share his beach with you. You can show your appreciation by sending some stars to my video here. I get a penny for each star that you send. Just click on that little star in the lower left corner of the frame. Remember, I do depend on your support to make ends meet, and it's bill time. It's bill time for this old boy. Tips, stars, if you want to send a little tip and not support Facebook by purchasing those stars. You can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. You can also find me on Venmo and Apple Pay. Every penny, every dollar counts, my friends. I haven't heard any ospreys this morning. The last time we were down here, there was an osprey, 2 ospreys, calling out the entire time I was live and when I recorded my little videos that I share later. Remember, check back for those photos and videos. Starting to see a little light now here through the clouds. I wish you were out here with me. I can't think of a better place to be in the morning than standing out on the beach. See, this is all preserve here. This is Pelican Bay, but they made a deal. In order to build Pelican Bay, they can't develop this land here. These colors are getting a little more intense right there. Just a little more vibrant. These are very soft pastels. I like those. I like all the colors, and you know, even stormy mornings. Those kind of, I find those intriguing. Those stormy mornings we have, those, especially when we have those big thunderstorms out in the Gulf. And if we have some clear skies to the east, they just fire up with color, those thunderstorms. We had one just a couple days ago when I was up on Vanderbilt Beach. You scroll through a few of my posts, scroll down, you'll find a video of it and some photos of it. It was incredible, the colors. So we're starting to get a little more color up here now as that sun gets higher, just up in here. What's fun is just go back after this live feed ends. Hopefully Facebook will save it. And you just kind of scroll through fast and you see how the colors change, how it gets brighter. Sometimes the colors get more intense, sometimes they fade out. Sometimes they don't last long at all. Sometimes we get a 5-minute blast of color and it's all over. But it's always gorgeous. Always gorgeous. And there's always great people watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, my friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Be sure to tell your friends about my morning live feeds. Introduce them to Southwest Florida television. Become a part of our beach family. Got plenty of room in our beach family for new members. Look at those colors now. See how they're getting just brighter and brighter, and we're actually starting to see a little more color over in the sky here. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. Wow. Starting to reach out into the Gulf now. It's like an arch of color. Okay. Sweet. Come Come on, this has to be worth a few stars. No stars. I only got 100 stars yesterday. It's kind of discouraging. I love my mornings out here. I love it. I love it. I love it. One last look out into the Gulf, then I'm going to take a little break, and then I shall return, and we'll head down to Clam Pass, see what's cooking down there. Beautiful. I'm starting to see a little more blue in the sky over here in this little opening. Wow. All right, my friends, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a friend. Thanks for hanging out with me. Until next time, which I hope is shortly, stay safe, stay healthy, and stay strong. Tally-ho, everyone. Tally-ho. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Rob Stan. May God bless you, your family, your friends, your fur babies, everything and everyone in your lives. And God bless our wonderful, amazing, and beautiful country. God bless America. Tally-ho. Tally-ho.